first time it sees the light of day in 6 years. Welcome back to Living with a Classic, and it's cold out but nice and sunny. And we have the 1972 Rover P6 V8 here. Been sitting in a barn for something like 6 or 7 years. We're not exactly sure. Hasn't been inspected and on the road really since 2011, I believe. Driven in between there, but just, sort of started up and driven. But step one, I think, before we start getting this thing going, is actually getting it clean. See what the paint looks like underneath all this dust. Clean it up. We have a little bit of mouse nest in the boot. Thankfully, nothing in the interior, just in the boot, so not really that big of a deal. And then see if I have a battery, hook up some power to this thing, and see if anything comes to life. It's gonna be interesting to see it without this dust. Maybe I should save some of it. Sell it on eBay as original barnfind dust. Adds value to any old car. Oh, it's really nice and red under here. Look at that. I think there may be a really good paint job underneath all this dirt. Now, would you look at that? Definitely not perfect. It does need to be, completely polished and detailed. It's not perfectly clean either. It's too cold, but it's a lot better. It needs 1 or 2 more washes just to get everything off. But this was just a really, really quick one. You see, I missed a corner right there, but this paint is good. I've only found really 2 small defects. Right here is some sort of chip. I need to fill that in. Right here, a scratch. And then, well, we found this before, but let me get this up. Right there. That's really the only thing I found on the whole car. Otherwise, it's absolutely fantastic. So really can I be able to polish this up. What I am curious about though is the chrome. So what I've done is I have grabbed just a rag and some chrome stuff, and that is prepared for when we're going to attack the mouse stuff in the trunk. But let me just see here, because you see it's not pitted, but it has a lot of oxidation to it or something. Hard to say. Let's just try it right here. I think that was too fine of stuff. I mean, in between all the marks, it's really shiny. So we're going to try this. It's called different stuff in different countries. Here it's called Svinto. It is steel wool with soap and some other lubricants on it. You just get it wet and it doesn't leave a mark. And as long as it has suds, it won't scratch. I wouldn't do this on pristine chrome, but this isn't. But we're just trying to save it. I bet it was really nice when this thing was put away. Cars do not like sitting in barns not being used. Okay, we'll do it to the middle here. Okay, this is just pure sort of experimenting. We will wipe it off here with a towel. And wow, look at that. Yes, you're still gonna see little marks in the chrome, but for being like a survivor car, which is what we're going for, I think this is gonna look fantastic. Okay, we're not gonna do all this now, but it's just fun sort of seeing that, yes, if you compare that to that, we really can't save the chrome on this thing. Well, that's good. Now on to the back of the car. I have found a battery for it. The one from my XJ12, which is actually a little bit too tall for my XJ12, fits in here. And I haven't hooked it up yet, but this is a two-handed thing. But that fits very nicely in there. And let's see, this is the cover. Yeah, this is, yeah, it's almost a little bit, it's probably a little bit too tall, or maybe not. Hey, that's gonna fit. That's good, because that battery is a tiny bit too tall for the XJ12. I bought the wrong one. So that would be a good battery here. It's just a year old. But I'm gonna clean this up. We have first aid kit, which the mouses have loved. So I brought gloves and a mask, put that on. We'll clean this out and then we'll connect up the battery and we'll see what works on this car. Lights, things, maybe even the radio. We'll see what works. Got a mask and gloves on, so let's just go in deep. A lot of the stuff needs to go back in here, but I just want to get any potential mouseness out of here, because so far my barn is mouse free. So we got silicone grease, some golden Rover badges. If you know anything about Rovers, let me know what they're of. I don't know. Let's see. There's a new coil on the car, so this is probably the one box from that. Could this be a tool kit? Once again, if you have one of these cars, let me know. I don't really know that much about them, so that will just be fun. Is this just someone's random toolkit, or is it Rover related? I have no idea. But let me know in the comments down below. Anyways, it's pretty cool. We have a towel. We have an electric fuel pump. We have a tow rope, which I've understood has been used quite a bit with this car. We have a plastic bag. Perfect. So we can throw away some stuff. Like, it's all been chewed by now. Mouse chewed. Someone's made this. I wonder if it's like to just points or something. Interesting, at least. We have an old brush. We have the original mechanical fuel pump. I've heard that you can't get these, and it's very, very common for people to replace them and then put the electric one, which is on this car. But I think you might be able to get a rebuild kit for one of these, so that might be going back on the car. We have some old paperwork. Yeah, I'll be keeping that, so we'll put that next to the battery for now. We have a roll of paper. We have another O from that thing. We have leather cleaner. Cool, we do have the battery hold down thing, so we can see later if that actually fits or not. And the elusive 10mm spanner. More battery hold down things. This was a little plaque that was in the window with the previous owner's name. Thankfully, he took it to car shows and things. A box for a synchrometer, so maybe some messing with the carbs. Piece of styrofoam. Could these be for the battery? Don't know. A funnel for a big juice thing. Yeah. We have a fire extinguisher that's actually still green. We have, yeah, we're just gonna throw these out. That's been mice and stuff in here. Exhaust sealing ring. Maybe that's a sign. We have, looks like a heater hose, so maybe the other one's been replaced. We have antifreeze, styrofoam, battery terminal things. Yeah, it's been really badly chewed. So anything that's been chewed, I'm just gonna get rid of. A bag for starting cables, a piece of wire. Yeah, just disgusting things. Silicone grease, I'm actually going to keep that. It's almost new. Another heater hose, we'll throw that away. We have a spare condenser. And just a bunch of nuts and bolts here. So I'm going to keep those because they may be for something. Well, we have a spare broken original mirror. I guess we'll put that back for now. Let's see what's in here. This is where I think we'll find the bulk of the mousiness. So yeah, they live in the first aid kit. And they ate a duster. Fun. Yeah. What do we have here? Turtle wax concentrated windshield washer fluid. Could use that. We have lead additive. I don't know about you guys, but this is a aluminum engine, so it must have hardened valve seats, just like an XK engine. It must be able to run on regular unleaded fuel. Oh, this is disgusting over here. A bunch of poo. There's a duster that they ate. Okay, in here I think we're just gonna do the vacuum cleaner. Tire iron. Spare tire here. Spare 3,500. I think I might put that on the wall actually. And in the back we have spare chrome for the side, which I hope I have the piece that's missing on one of the doors. Get the vacuum cleaner, we'll vacuum this out, and then hopefully everything's a little bit more fresher in here, but I haven't seen any signs of any recent life, so that's good. I ended up going a little bit deeper than I thought, but while I had the mask and gloves on, I thought why not? So I took the spare tire out, and then I took this cover off here, and I found some more stuff here. So here is actually the original toolkit and jack and all that, so that's all there. Just the tiniest bit of surface corrosion right there. I'm gonna have to fix that later. That's just because, you know, mouse droppings. But got that all taken care of. I want to, you know, detail this a lot better later when it's a little bit warmer. But I just took some leftover water I have from washing the car and just made it a little bit nicer. Now have a look at this. All the floors look like this. The driver's, the passenger, the rear one, the trunk, they are all amazing. Look, there's like chalk marks and things from the factory. This is fantastic. Well, how about we connect up that battery and see if anything happens when we hit the key, any lights turn on or anything like that. So we'll do the little check for fire test. Just on there loosely. And let's hit the key. I think I put it in the ignition. Yeah, got the key there. All right, so let's start with, let's start with the radio. It's even tuned. All right, don't want to get any copyright claims, but that works. Probably service it with the belt and the cassette and all that, but that works. I guess let's turn on the headlights and see. There's one thing about this car, because it's sold in Sweden, it has these, it doesn't have the like big pointy up things here that the other ones have, because you couldn't have those here. So I might want to find a couple of the other lenses to put on, but we have lights there. We have lights over there. Do we have any lights in the rear? We do there. Even number plate lights on as well. That's good. And we have that light on. Super cool. I think the indicators, I think we need to have the ignition on, but let us try the hazards. It's all blinking away nicely. Blinking, blinking. Could this be the first British car I've picked up where every single light works? No way. Every light works on this car. Awesome. Let's try the ignition. I don't want to crank the engine. We're not doing that today because I want to pull the plugs and put some oil down the cylinders. I have checked with the fan that it does turn, but I still want to do that and build some pressure. But let's turn on ignition, see if we can get maybe wipers. Let's see. That works. And the other light is on. Let's see. Ooh, that was an electric fuel pump. Okay, I don't want that. Let us disconnect that because I don't want to pull any fuel up into the carbs. With the 10 mil I found in the boot, I just connected the earth for the pump, so it shouldn't run now. That was weird. That was just in the first position of the switch. That wasn't in like the ignition part of the switch. Well, let's see. It's still running. I guess it's getting earth from somewhere else. I can disconnect the live then. Alright, I'm gonna double check that it actually was running, just that it wasn't my imagination. Yeah, no, it was. So let me disconnect some more cables. Turns out that little earth cable is probably not needed because, well, I think everything is just grounded through like the body of the pump. Then the positive side is soldered on, so I just went snip right there, some tape on that, and now I should be able to turn the ignition on without that pump. Even though the gas actually smells pretty fresh, but it's, you know, between 6 and 10 years old. That's how long it's been sitting. I don't want to be pumping that up into the carbs until we've seen that it looks clean. Okay. And oh. Dash lights, ignition, and oil. Perfect. Let's see. I want to see what the fuel gauge goes up to. See how much fuel's in this tank. I've ordered a manual for the car, so I want to look at that, see if there's a good way to drain the tank. Otherwise, we'll use the electric pump. If the fuel looks bad, drain that out and just fill up with fresh stuff. I'm gonna move my son sleeping on the baby monitor. I'm gonna move that, and then let me see if the wipers work as well. But we'll let that do its thing and move up. See if we have wipers. We do. And they park. We also have delay, which I don't have on my even my 1977 XJ12 doesn't have delay. Doesn't feel that delay-ish. Oh, it's the same as slow. And we have fast. Well, at least I have the option, but it doesn't even work. Alright. We have about half a tank of fuel in it. It's quite a bit of fuel. It says, so each block, 15, so it's 68 liters, 15 gallons, or 18 gallons US. So, okay. Horn. I think there's a horn on that side as well, but I hear a click. So maybe it's supposed to be 2 horns, like a town and country. But I'd say everything seems to be coming to life. This is really, really good. Some more checks under here. In the first video, I just grabbed the fan and I saw the engine moved a little bit. I want to pull the plugs and put oil on it. And then once it's up and running, all these hoses they're really bad. So we got to replace all of those. Let's see if we even have oil up in here. Yeah, we do. Let's see the other one. Yeah, and I'm actually not sure exactly how the throttle linkage is supposed to be. I think it might be so that. Yeah, there we go. Throttle linkage is moving, and then this is probably, yeah, choke linkage. It's moving on both carbs as well. We'll lubricate it up, but all of that is moving. So I think in the next episode, we should hear this mighty V8 roar into life. So that is it for today. I think we got quite a bit done. The car is a lot cleaner. We got rid of the nasty mouse nest, so I can actually move it inside now, so it can sit there and completely dry up from being outside overnight a little bit. But actually, even though it snowed and rained last night, it's completely dry inside. So all the seal and everything seemed to be good. And I found proof all over this car how well it's been taken care of. There are, holes drilled and little plastic plugs would have been in everywhere and put rust proofing. So I really think I got a good car. So excited about this thing. But yeah, I'm gonna get it in there, and then next couple of days I'll start filming the next episode for you guys, which will be getting the plugs out of the engine, put some oil down in there. We'll spin it over until we get oil pressure. Once we have that, we'll check how the fuel is. Hopefully if everything's fine, the carbs, hopefully have some spark, hopefully it fires into life. Anyways, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with friends. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. It really does help out a lot. Until next time, I'm Adam. This is Living with a Classic. I'll see you soon.